Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And he was alert to it. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Saliba. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Rodri. Now it's Eto'o. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rodri. Kante with the foul. And it's Hazard. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Just eases him off the ball. Kante defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. There will be a throw-in. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
No outsmarting him this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rodri. Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Tries to pass it through, brilliantly cut out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
So Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lampard cuts out the pass.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And here's Mbappe. Lampard, nicely shaped ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Sao Paulo are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Hazard. Rodri. And he's there to retrieve it. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And it's Hazard. Hazard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is masterful defending.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. And here's Eto'o. Lampard. He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been knocked clear. And it's Rodri. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's onto this. Neymar receives it in a wide position. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que levem todo o lixo até as lixeiras posicionadas ao lado dos portões de entrada. Agradecemos a colaboração.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Vardiol. Now Neymar. Azar. Lampard. Oh, delightful ball. And he was quick to react. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mohamed Salah. Lampard. Azar. That's good vision. Oh, that's well spotted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rodri.
Sao Paulo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Torres. Can he get it through?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that is one way to stop him. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's intervened well there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Eto'o. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Well-timed, excellent interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Played out wide, and it's Conte. And this is Neymar. And he shoots! Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Lampard, Azar. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Cannavaro makes the interception. Lampard, ambitious ball here.
So Paulo truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Lampard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Driving on and making good progress.
So Paulo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That ball looks a good one. Lampard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Saliba. That has ended up in no man's land. Mbappe goes on a run down the left wing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Floated through. Messi.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That has been cut short. Hazard. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And he welcomed Yamal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi. He stands tall and strong. Oh, that is good. Super running. There could be trouble here. And the finish! And he's done it! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, a breakthrough already. And that is out of play. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Yamal. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. Oh, it's played into the area. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Sao Paulo with this to level it up. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Plays the return pass. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rodri. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Torres, and here's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has been slung wide. Rodri, Conte, Torres is onto this. Great defending, strong and determined. Musiala played back into the centre. Kante wins the duel this time. Saliba. Bonucci. And this is Torres. Musiala. Azar. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Soboslai! Harmlessly behind. Messi. Cannavaro with the slide tackle. The referee's awarded a free kick. Rodri has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. He has a look up. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substituição em campo.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 41.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Gets the shot away! And he's intervened well there. Musiala played out to the left flank. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Musiala. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Teremos 3
Footing.
minutos de acréscimo.
Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, well measured. Saliba cuts it out. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Sao Paulo get the ball rolling for the second period. Szoboszlai. Kante powering forward here. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Neymar with the short one. Messi concedes a free kick for that. Musiala tries to pass it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Nice sequence of passes, this. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vardiol running with the ball. Cannavaro makes the interception. Messi. Can he get it through? It's played through for him. Mbappe! He scores! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's in on goal. Scholes. Mbappe has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now, as long as he keeps working for his team.
Brahim Diaz! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Scholes. Conte. Mbappe. That's a nicely shaped ball. Goes for a shot! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rodri. Neymar. Baresi. That's the throw. Swung over. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Looking tidy in possession here. He's picked his way through. And he's been shifted off it. Rodri. And the ball's come loose here. Scholes. Looking for the run. Oh, super find. That's good play. Not the most accurate pass. Morris ended up in no man's land. Neymar goes steaming forward. Lampard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lampard with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. Eder Militao, and here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Brahim Diaz takes the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Scholes. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Schneider. Lampard. Now it's Neymar. Cannavaro simply refused to be outdone there. Eder Militao for Conte. Rodri. And it's Lampard.
Teremos 5
Schneider.
minutos de acréscimo.
Scholes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Etta. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! Deep into injury time! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Sao Paulo give them... So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Mbappe on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Your reflections then, Jim?
This was all about...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Sao Paulo finding their passes. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's forced to go back. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Vinicius Junior. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good-looking ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Stood up well to him there. And they've got rid. And back to the keeper they go. That's a throw. And back to the goalkeeper. Vinicius Junior. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Tries to play it through. Neymar now takes a shot! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Oh, that was vital. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vinicius Junior quietly revving up. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played out wide, back into the middle. Vinicius Junior. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Rodri. Schneider. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! Sao Paulo are back on level terms. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Desempate. Can he get it through? Nicely worked. And this is Torres. Oh, that's a fine... Big chance! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Hakimi. Baresi. Oh, can he get onto this? Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He has found the way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Sao Paulo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lovely ball. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. And here's Brahim Diaz. And that's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Has a look and play. That could spell trouble. He might be in here. Cannavaro. Schneider. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Park Ji-sung. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Messi. And here's Torres. Neymar. And Torres! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substituição em campo.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Camisa 20. Camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 15. Camisa 21. Camisa 6.
And it's been taken short. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Eto'o. It's in! Oh, that's not going to count, and we go again.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Foden. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Schneider. Eder Militao. That has not gone well. And it's Eto'o. Brahim Diaz is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar on 2 now and looking for 3. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. Neymar, oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Schneider. Brahim Diaz. And there's... Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. And this is the big chance. And this, an opportunity to pull level. He's gone for it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Schneider. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are... Tries a shot! That was probably asking just too much. Now it's Desempate. Threads one in. Caught offside that time. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, nicely intercepted. Now it's Desempate. Now it's Torres. Out to the right. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
So Paulo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Desempate. Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's being urged, and the shot! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And here's Mbappe. A heavy challenge. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
So Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hazard. Look at the space here. Eto'o. And that's a throw-in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now he's got space here. Well-timed, excellent interception. Passes short and sharp. Vinicius Junior opts to play it back. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Torres. And he skips past his man. Tries to pass it through.
So Paulo really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Goes for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Bonucci.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Schneider! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Shifted it to the flank, played back in. Schneider receives it in a wide position, climbs up big! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Baresi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half then, just getting going. Chance, surely! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Schneider. Baresi cuts out the pass. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Messi! And that is wildly off target.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Cannavaro. Rodri. Oh, super find. Lovely ball and a real chance! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Eto'o at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is...
Brahim Diaz takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
So now the difference is 3. Sao Paulo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the...
Oh, what has happened? Big chance! And he hits the net! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So is this the start of a comeback? And it's Fernando Torres, and he was quick to react. Azar. Sao Paulo finding their passes. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Is it Torres? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Teremos uma substituição.
And it's been taken short. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Højlund.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, the ball's gone astray. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, important interception. Saliba. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! And that's off target.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Rodri. Lampard. Højlund. That pass has been well intercepted. Salah. Højlund. It's a searching pass. Khan punts it upfield. Lampard. Højlund. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
There is some
13.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Camisa 10. Camisa 24. Camisa 20. Camisa 16. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7. Camisa 18.
Scholes.
Camisa 15.
All driven forward. Oh, what a climb! No mistake! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here. Lampard, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Bonucci. Rodri, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Can he get on the end of this? Højlund receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Cannavaro. Richarlison. Now it's Torres. Dembele. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge-of-your-seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.